Hey, yo, peace, everybody. What's good? This your man, Big Mike, checking in, Real Talk TV. All right, man. So before I get into my topic, I want to first say thank you to my new subscribers. Thank y'all so much for supporting the channel and subscribing, liking the videos, and let me know what y'all thought in the comments. I really do appreciate y'all support. As I'm closing in on 500 subscribers, I also would like to announce my giveaway I'm going to be doing this weekend. This weekend, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Like I said before, I announced that in earlier videos of mine that once I get close to 500 or once I reach 500, I will be doing a giveaway just to give back to those who've been supporting me. You know what I mean? So I will be announcing how you can win that this weekend. So stay tuned this weekend. Find out how you can win the giveaway. I appreciate all y'all who've been supporting the channel, man. Real talk. God bless. All right. So I'm gonna get right into the topic, man, real quick. I'm gonna try not to keep this video too long, but I'm just gonna let y'all know what's on my heart. You know what I mean? As I always do. And that is forgiving yourself for your mistakes, man. Forgiving yourself for your mistakes. You know, oftentimes, as I'm sure a lot of us can relate, man, that's a hard thing to do because it's constantly on your mind. You know what I mean? We constantly are in remembrance of the mistakes we made in our past. It's hard to forget it. You can't forget it because you know everything that you've done throughout your life for the most part. We remember everything we've done, good, bad, and ugly throughout our lives. So those things, those chapters of our life that's not so pretty, those bad mistakes, those terrible decisions we may have made are always there. They're always there. And so at times we can maybe come to dwell on those things and they can become a burden, you know what I'm saying, can maybe bring us down a little bit, especially when you got those around us who are maybe constantly reminding you of those things and telling you about your flaws, about your mistakes on a regular basis. That's very hard to ignore where you've come from or to forgive yourself when you constantly got people reminding you of what you've done before. And I understand that. I've been through that myself. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect by a long shot. I've made mistakes in my past, and I've had people in my past who may constantly try to beat that over my head, like, oh, you did this when you were this age, or you did that when you were this age. And you know what? One thing I had to realize, well, a couple things I had to realize. Number one, we all have regrets. We all have things in our life that we're not proud of. We all made poor decisions. We've all done things that we come to regret. All of us have. There's not a one human being walking this earth that does not have regrets. There's not one person walking this earth that's not made a poor choice or a bad choice. There's not one person who's perfect except Jesus Christ alone. There's not one person walking this planet who is perfect. I don't care how much they try to dress nice or use big words in their vocabulary to impress other people. I don't care how educated they are. I don't care. We all have regrets. We all have regrets. And number two, one thing I had to realize is that each of us go through a maturation process. We all are born in this world as babies, and you live long enough, you're going to eventually become an adult. And throughout that process, you're going to make mistakes because a lot of times you just don't know any better. You have to learn the world. You have to learn people. You have to learn yourself. And throughout that journey, you are going to make mistakes. Not every decision is going to be a good decision. You know what I'm saying? Some of us may make more poor choices than other people, but all of us are different. None of us are the same. Some people make more mistakes than others. Some people do more things than others. You got some people who can walk a straight and narrow seemingly pretty much their entire life. They may have only made a few mistakes, whereas one person may have made 1,000. That's to each individual, though. We all are different in that regard. Just because you may have made more mistakes than one person, so in your mind, that person's made mistakes too. And we all mature at different stages in our lives. Not all of us are the same. Like I said, we're all different. If everybody was the same, this would be a boring ass world. None of us are the same. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of life, is that even if you come to maturity at an older age, okay, and maybe it took you a little longer, that does not take away from the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you need to still forgive yourself for what you may have done throughout your life. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, we all go through that process, man. Some of us get it earlier than others. And unfortunately, there may be a handful of people that never get it. They grow old and they still do the same stupid stuff they did when they was young. That's just the world we live in. Some people just never learn. But for the most part, those of y'all who learn from your mistakes, who may have realized their mistakes, and who come to regret those things, and you constantly got people over your head beating you over the head about things you may have done in your past, man. Look, if you got anybody doing that, first of all, they don't love you. They don't care about you. They only want to see you hurt. Because somebody who loves you does not constantly remind you of things that they know is going to hurt you. They know that you're not proud of. They know you regret those things, and they constantly telling you about the things you did before, years ago. They constantly reminding you and other people of the person you used to be before. They don't love you, man. Separate yourself from those people. Get them away from you. Surround yourself with positive influences. Read good books. Read the Bible. Whatever it takes for you to feed yourself mentally positivity and feed your spirit positive things. And understand that as long as God forgave you, as long as you come to peace with yourself, nobody can hold nothing against you. Let people talk if they want to talk. Unfortunately, the world we live in, some people will never live your mistakes down. They will never let those things go. That's just the nature of some people. They want to continue berating you. They want to continue bashing you, belittling you, and devaluing you in front of other people. They want to continue doing that because for some reason, that's just who they are. They are sick people. They are sick people. And so you got to realize people who constantly do that, who constantly, I don't care who they are, mother, father, sister, brother, husband, wife, whatever. If you got somebody who's constantly beating you over the head about your mistakes and you are actually trying to do better, hey, whatever. Some people will just never live those things down. That's just unfortunate. But understand, if you were in a different place at a certain point in your life and you may have done some mistakes, let's say, for example, you may have been an alcoholic, or you may have abused drugs, or you may have been just a negative person all around when you were younger and then you grew out of that, right? Let's say you recovered from alcohol addiction or drug addiction, or you went to church, or whatever the case may have been, whatever you did to become better, and then you got people who's holding that over your head. Listen, you were a different person back then. Yeah, you might have done X, Y, and Z when you were under the influence of alcohol or drugs or whatever. And yeah, some of those things are hard to let go, the things you may have done. But look, man, understand you were a different person then. If you grew out of that, learn to forgive yourself. And whoever you may have hurt in the process, ask them for your forgiveness, or ask them for their forgiveness, And if they refuse to forgive you, then that's on them. My grandmother used to tell me something a long time ago when I was a kid, man. She said, like, if you make a mistake or you ever wrong somebody and you know you wronged somebody, all you can ever do is go to them and admit you're wrong and apologize for it. If they refuse to forgive you, that's no longer your problem. That's no longer on you. That's on them now. Because you already realized your mistake. You already tried to repent for your mistake, and they refuse to forgive you. They constantly want to remind you of what you did. Then that's no longer your issue. You transferred that shame. You got rid of that shame. You humbled yourself enough to apologize to this person, and they yet want to refuse your apology. That's no longer your issue. If you humbled yourself enough, because it takes humility to apologize. It takes humility. Some of us and some people you may know are not humble enough to say they're sorry. Some people don't have that in them. If they know they made a mistake, if they know they did you wrong, they will go to their graves before they ever say they're sorry to you. So if you've been one of those people who have tried to make amends for your mistakes to those who you know you may have hurt, and they refuse to forgive you, then hey, that's no longer your problem. And as long as you forgive yourself, as long as you went to God for your mistakes and you believe in your heart He's forgiven you and you forgive yourself, then move on in peace. Move on in peace, man. Stop beating yourself up over something that you did years ago look, man, is that how you want to live the rest of your life? about something that happened 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years ago. I mean, we all, like I said, we all have those mistakes, man, in our life that we wish we could take back. We all have those regrets. That's what makes us smarter. That's what makes us wiser. You know? And I just want to encourage somebody who's going through that, man. No matter what you may have done, you can find peace. You can find forgiveness. You can find joy in your soul. Just mean what you say in terms of repenting for your actions and for truly forgiving yourself. Listen, man, like I said, we all make mistakes. No one's different. No one's better than anybody around here. We all make mistakes. Stop letting people tell you that your mistakes are any worse than anybody else who's made mistakes. Because we all made them. We all made them. And if you are going through that right now, man, my prayer is really that y'all come to terms with your mistake or your mistakes and finding peace in your life. But that's all. I'm going to cut this video, man. I just wanted to encourage somebody who's going through that, because I know based on certain videos I've made in regards to something like that, I've had people that commented on my videos and said that, you know, their sister or their husband or their wife or father or mother may hold something against them for something they did a long time ago, and they may have a hard time getting over it. Your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, your wife, your husband, they all made mistakes too. No one's different. No one's any different. The Bible tells us that all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. All have sinned. All. Everybody walking this earth has committed sin. Everybody. None of us are innocent. So who are they to hold your mistakes over your head? Who are they to not want to forgive you? Who are they? Who are they to remind you of your flaws like they don't have any? Who the hell are they? Ask yourself that. Who are these people that they can hang your sins over your head like they don't have any? Man, you got anybody doing that to you? Hey, distance yourself from them and understand that, look, we all, like I said, we all have those flaws, we all have those mistakes, we all committed sins. And if they want to continue beating you up over that, they don't love you. They don't love you. Love does not do those things. But I'm going to get on up out of here. I'm going to get myself to bed. Hey, I hope this really resonated with somebody, because I know a lot of y'all out there going through that. Whether you want to confess it or not, a lot of us are going through that. I've been through it myself. That's why I can tell y'all the way I tell y'all, man. I've been through that. I had to come to forgive myself. I'm just a human. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's it, man. I'm going to get on up out of here. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night, good day, whatever it is in your time in the world. Your homie Big Mike checking out. Peace. Oh, yeah. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, man. Show your boy some love. Peace.